So last weekend, we had module 1 of the 580-hour course, which is also 850 hours if you choose to do the IUIT pathway. And on that module, we talk about a number of physiological systems, including the immune system. And I was reminded of a fact that I really love that I thought might be interesting to share. So throughout the body, we have these inflammatory signaling molecules. They're called cytokines, right? And they're really important and helpful in initiating an inflammatory response in relationship to a pathogen in order to fight that off and be healthy. But as many of you may know, in modern society, so many of us have inflammatory responses that are not useful. Inflammation arises as a result of chronic stress and poor diet, and that chronic inflammation is a risk factor in many diseases. What's really interesting is that yoga has been shown to inhibit or reduce the presence of cytokines that are inflammatory, pro-inflammatory cytokines. Now, there are a lot of different pathways that may be responsible for this shift into reduced inflammation, good for everybody from at risk of heart disease, autoimmune conditions, and even depression, but I just thought I'd note one. So the vagus is becoming very popular knowledge within the field of yoga, and the vagus activates in part by releasing a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. Acetylcholine, the major neurotransmitter of parasympathetic response, actually inhibits pro-inflammatory cytokines. So when you do relaxing yoga practices like yoga nidra, long exhalation, restorative yoga, you're actually helping your system to reduce inflammation. Again, you might not want to do that at the throes of being sick when actually inflammation is useful, but in the rest of your life, it can be really helpful and may even be able to reset a system that has gone awry and is given to too much inflammation, right? So those calming yoga practices, really great systemic effects. Namaste.